cars. The greatest four-letter word in the history of mankind that ignites an emotional extravaganza. These heavy lumps of steel and rubber are the reason we feel alive. The G-forces, the touch and feel of materials, and the design of cars is something that we really like waking up to every day. But down the road, things are changing, and for the worse. The physical buttons and knobs and little details are being replaced with large screens and angels coming out of the glove box. But there is one brand which is trying to keep the true essence of the automobile alive: Lexus. And my favorite car, the Lexus ES300h. And we'll talk about this car in this video. So after driving the ES300h within the city for almost 1,000 kilometers, it was high time for me to take this car out on the highway and see how it fares on the open road. Now, we are driving on the brand new Delhi-Mumbai expressway, which has been opened up after Valentine's Day, and it literally solves the biggest logistic issue that was there between Delhi and Jaipur to start off with, and cuts off the distance from Delhi to Mumbai by 12 whole hours. Now, this expressway has a speed limit of about 120 kilometers, and we are doing 115 kilometers to the hour right now. And the ES300h is extremely planted. It is so quiet on the inside. The interiors are so well done, so ergonomic, that you enjoy doing long distances in this car. Now, we've covered about 230 kilometers already from my home, and there has been not a single instance where I felt like stopping in between, taking a bit of rest, doing a bit of stretch, and then going ahead. It's just a very comfortable car. Now, what Lexus has done best, at least with this ES300h generation that we get here in India, that it has retained the physical buttons and knobs. And those of you who keep on watching my videos and posts do know that I am a sucker for physical buttons and knobs, and there are a plethora of those, and that actually helps cut off the anxiety and stress of not pressing the wrong button for the function that you want. And everything is within the driver's reach. I am 5'8" tall. I'm in a very relaxed driving position, and each and every button for the music system, for the air conditioning controls, for the seat controls is within my reach. Now, the ES300h in 2023 gets the full touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, and it retains that touchpad where you can scroll through different menus with absolute ease. Although this is a bit old school, but if you get used to it over the period of time, this is quite an intuitive thing to use. Now, each and every element inside this car is so high quality that you feel that you spend your money in the right place. Especially if you compare it to a BMW 330 Li. That is the direct competitor to this car in the price bracket. This is at least 2 folds ahead of it in terms of quality, in terms of ergonomics, and in terms of the ride quality as well. Now, Lexus has retained the coil spring suspension. It does not get the air suspension like its other cars, but even still, this suspension is quite pliant. I'm doing 115 kilometers per hour right now on this highway. There are a few bumps in between, and you hardly feel it, which is absolutely brilliant. What also is a great thing in terms of the visual appeal in this cabin is the steering wheel. It's not too large in diameter, it is a little on the shorter side. That is how the design team at Lexus functions. But what they've done is they've given this beautiful wood inlay in between, and with very soft touch leather on the outside for maximum grip. Just looks extremely expensive. None other of the car brands can match the elegance of the ES300h at this price point, period. Now, as we are doing such high speeds, it would be inevitable that I would be getting really low fuel economy, considering this car is one of the heaviest in its segment. But even still, I'm getting a fuel economy figure of 18 kilometers to the liter on the highway, driving alone, doing 115 to 120 kilometers per hour, which is staggering for a car of this segment and this weight as well. So there are driving modes available in the ES300h, which are placed over here with this nice clicky mechanical rotary knob besides the instrument pinnacle. Now, we're currently driving in eco mode, which minimizes fuel consumption by using a lot of regeneration, the battery and the fuel as well. So there is this cycle that keeps on happening between the battery and the engine to supply power to the wheels, and it is just so brilliant. Hence, we're getting such a great fuel economy right now. Switch to sport mode, and we can easily push this car to 200 kilometers an hour in absolutely no stress at all. And it's still, you can just drive it with one hand, doing 200 kilometers an hour. It's that good. Japanese engineering at its finest. Brilliant.
Now, since we've talked about how the ES300h feels to drive on the highway, let's get to the business end of the back seats.
The rear cabin of the Lexus ES300h is an exceptional place to be in. Now, this competes with the very best. This has so much of space and so much of luxuries that it just doesn't cut with the competition that it is against. Now, I'm 5 feet 8 inches tall. For reference, I have tons of knee room, loads of headroom considering this is a so big roofline. The seats are extremely well cushioned, and also they can be electronically reclined from this armrest over here. Now, this is one of the most well-equipped armrests in this segment, which has a nice cubby space over here, bottle holders over here which can accommodate 1 liter bottles with absolute ease, and we have your media and temperature controls besides the seat adjustment as well. Over here for the rear passengers, we have manually adjustable blinds for the side windows and an electronical blind for the rear windscreen. Now, this overall experience at the back is quite exceptional, and I just love the way this car makes you feel. It feels expensive. It feels very expensive. Now, not to forget, you should always wear your seat belts at the back, irrespective of which car you're in, but especially in this ES300h, because it sounds off an alarm if you're a passenger at the back seat and you're not wearing a seat belt, which I feel should be a norm in the industry, because safety is utmost important even for the rear passengers. Your airbags would not deploy if, God forbid, there's a crash. So, belt up, keep yourself safe.
So then, the ES300h with its finesse and high quality is an exceptionally beautiful automobile. And did I talk about the reliability? Lexus is the most reliable auto brand after Toyota in the world, and with a fuel economy better than a Maruti Alto, this is one of the greatest luxury cars that you can buy and use every day without looking at your bank balance.